Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, your trusted window into the intricate world of the British royal family, where history, tradition, and modernity continually collide. Today, we bring you a story that weaves together the enduring themes of duty, sacrifice, and recognition, all set against the backdrop of recent royal news that has captured attention far beyond the gates of Buckingham Palace. If you value our deep dives into the lives and legacies of the royals, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll never miss an update. Your engagement is what allows us to continue exploring and sharing these stories with you. Let's begin our journey with a date of profound national significance in the United Kingdom Armed Forces Day. This annual occasion is more than a date on the calendar. It is a solemn moment of national reflection, gratitude, and recognition for the brave men and women, past and present, who serve or have served in His Majesty's Armed Forces. It's a time for the country to come together, to acknowledge the sacrifices that protect its freedoms, and to remember those whose courage and dedication have shaped the nation's history. Naturally, as the head of the armed forces, King Charles III marks this important day with a message to the nation. Traditionally, these tributes are carefully crafted, reflecting on the selflessness, resilience, and heroism of British service personnel. But this year, the King's message did something more. Or perhaps, more precisely, it did something less, and in doing so, ignited discussion and speculation across the country and among royal watchers worldwide. This year's message from King Charles was notable not just for its words, but for what it left unsaid. In his public tribute, the King did not mention his younger son, Prince Harry, a decision that, intentional or not, has added a new dimension to the ongoing narrative surrounding the relationship between father and son. For those unfamiliar with the details, Prince Harry's decade of service in the British Army, including 2 grueling tours in Afghanistan, was more than just a chapter in his royal story. It defined him for millions as a soldier prince, a man who served alongside his fellow troops, sharing their hardships, fears, and triumphs. Before his high-profile move to California and his step back from senior royal duties, Harry's military identity was one of the most respected facets of his public life. The omission of Harry's name from the Armed Forces Day tribute, whether a diplomatic oversight or a subtle message, has not gone unnoticed. It has sparked fresh debate about the evolving dynamics within the House of Windsor, and raised questions about how the royal family balances public duty, personal relationships, and the powerful symbolism of remembrance. Yet, in the wake of this widely discussed development, something rather extraordinary unfolded. Buckingham Palace pivoted the focus away from royal tensions and instead shone a brilliant spotlight on a story of remarkable endurance and service. It was as if the palace itself wished to remind the nation of the timeless virtues that outlast any family drama. The subject of this focus? A centenarian hero, Mr. Geoffrey Roberts. As the country buzzed about who was or wasn't named in the King's message, the palace made a deliberate and touching choice to celebrate the 100th birthday of Mr. Roberts, a British veteran whose life story reads like a living history of the 20th century. The official statement from the King's office did more than mark a milestone. It elevated the story of a man whose century-long journey is inextricably linked to the great and terrible events that shaped the modern world. It was a tribute not just to longevity, but to bravery, sacrifice, and the quiet dignity of one who has served, survived, and given back. Accompanying this announcement was a truly heartwarming photograph, one destined to linger in the nation's memory. In it, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, Princess Anne, is seen presenting Mr. Roberts with a Member of the Order of the British Empire, MBE, one of the country's highest civilian honours. To see and so often described as the backbone of the royal family, admired for her relentless work ethic and genuine dedication, personally bestowing this award upon a centenarian veteran added layers of emotional and symbolic significance. The moment radiated warmth and respect, a living link between a monarch's family and the country's living history, captured in a single, powerful image. But there's more to this honor than meets the eye. The palace's spokesperson explained that earlier this week, Jeff received an MBE from the Princess Royal for his charity work and services to the commemoration of the Battle of Arnhem. This recognition, the statement made clear, was not solely for his service during the war, heroic as it was, but also for his ongoing dedication to charitable causes and to preserving the memory of one of the Second World War's most pivotal battles. For those unfamiliar, let's revisit that history for a moment. Mr. Roberts was part of Operation Market Garden, the audacious Allied attempt to hasten the end of the war by seizing key bridges in the Netherlands, allowing a rapid advance into Germany. The Battle of Arnhem, the most infamous and tragic phase of the operation, became known as a bridge too far, as British and Polish airborne forces encountered overwhelming resistance and suffered devastating losses. Mr. Roberts was there, one of the brave souls who parachuted or glided into enemy territory, facing a maelstrom of gunfire and chaos. The risks were immense, the losses shattering. Yet, as if surviving the horrors of Arnhem wasn't enough, Geoffrey Roberts was subsequently captured and sent to a prisoner of war camp, where he was forced to labor in a coal mine until the war's end. Pause for a moment and imagine it, a young man, already having risked everything for his country, surviving the crucible of battle, only to face the grim, day-after-day struggle of captivity and forced labor underground. This is not the stuff of movies or legend, but lived reality, a reality endured by men like Mr. Roberts, who survived not just through strength, but through sheer, indomitable will. His story could have ended there. Instead, it blossomed into something even more remarkable. After the guns fell silent and the world was rebuilt, Mr. Roberts continued his service, not with a rifle or a parachute, but through decades of quiet dedication to charity and remembrance. He became a custodian of memory, working tirelessly to ensure that the sacrifices of the Battle of Arnhem and the lessons learned were never forgotten. Last year, for the 80th anniversary of the battle, Princess Anne stood shoulder to shoulder with Mr. Roberts at a commemoration event. The image of the Princess Royal, a symbol of continuity and duty, honoring a man who survived one of the war's darkest chapters, offered a moving reminder of the deep ties that bind the crown, the military, and the nation's collective memory. The palace's focus on Mr. Roberts, especially immediately following the King's much-debated Armed Forces Day message, is difficult to ignore. Was it a strategic move, a subtle contrast to the current royal headlines? Was it a way of celebrating steadfast, selfless service at a time when questions of royal duty and recognition are front and center in public discourse? Or was it, simply, a fitting and timely tribute to an extraordinary life? Whatever the intention, the message could not be clearer. By highlighting Mr. Roberts's story, Buckingham Palace projected a vision of service that transcends titles or headlines, a vision embodied by both a centenarian veteran and by Princess Anne, the royal family's unflinching standard-bearer for duty and humility. For Anne, whose reputation as a no-nonsense, hands-on royal is second to none, the act of personally presenting the MBE to Mr. Roberts was more than a ceremonial gesture. It was a declaration. The values that sustained the monarchy through centuries, sacrifice, resilience, remembrance, are alive and well, honored in both word and deed. This event, and its deliberate prominence in the palace's communications, serves as a powerful reminder that the institution of monarchy is at its most compelling not just when it dazzles with pomp and pageantry, but when it connects with the deepest currents of national experience and memory. It is a reminder, too, that the true meaning of service extends far beyond the battlefield or the throne room. It is found in the willingness to give back, to commemorate, to preserve and honor the past for future generations. Mr. Roberts's story is not just his own, it is a window into the sacrifices, courage, and quiet dignity of an entire generation. In the end, the palace's tribute to Mr. Roberts is both a personal celebration and a national lesson. It is a call to remember what truly matters, not only who holds a title or makes a speech, but who lives a life of service, resilience, and gratitude. By bringing Princess Anne and Mr. Roberts together in this moment of recognition, Buckingham Palace reinforced the enduring, essential connection between the crown and the people. In a world where the monarchy is often scrutinized, debated, and redefined, stories like this serve as a powerful anchor, a reminder of the values that have carried the royal family and the nation through times of war, peace, and transformation. So, what do you make of Buckingham Palace's decision to shine a light on Mr. Roberts at this particular moment? Do you see it as a deliberate response to the current climate of royal commentary, or simply as a well-deserved tribute to a remarkable centenarian? Does it say something about the values the monarchy is keen to uphold, even in the face of internal and external challenges? We'd love to hear your perspectives. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth royal stories, and join us next time as we continue to explore the moments, great and small, that shape the ongoing story of Britain's royal family. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you joining us to witness this touching and important moment. Until next time, goodbye for now, and let us all remember those whose lives remind us of the true meaning of service.